Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Colleen Tarot. I'm your host, Colleen, obviously, and I'm creating this video for you on March 13th or 14th, depending where you're at in the world. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm just giving you the date so you know I don't repost. If you do like my videos, I post at least one video every single day here, but I'm trying to get up to 4 videos a day. I'm trying to post collective. I'm trying to post all signs, so just work with me. I'm working out a schedule where I can do that. Okay, anyway, thank you for all of your help in building this channel. If you like Aquarius only videos, I have another channel, Aquarius by Aquarius. You can check that out. I post over there twice a day. Anyway, guys, before I start your reading, I want to be the first one to tell you that you're so beautiful, you're so needed in this world. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you. The divine values you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Spring is upon us. I'm already hearing somebody cut grass outside. It's crazy. It's crazy. When that rain comes, that grass starts growing. We've had a little bit of rain here, so now it's like growing like weeds. So I feel like progress can be coming. All right. I feel like things could be moving forward finally after whatever sort of stagnicity might have been in play. I decided to do Aquarius video over here today because on my other channel the video ran kind of short. So for those of you who might feel that was too short, I just sort of did a video over here, and you can kind of come over here and hang out with your friends or whatever. Anyways, tomorrow is going to be collective or all signs. I'm not really sure. But before we do start, I want to talk about I've been feeling like something that's been going very slow, okay? Because I saw Knight of Pentacles, I saw a snail. I feel like something is about, like a path is about ready to open up, or something's about ready to happen really fast. I don't know if anyone is ever really ready for that, but that's what I really feel like. Just sort of like I'm hearing the lawnmower. You can't hear it. I have the air on. It's kind of hot here in Tampa Bay, but after a period of stagnancy, I feel like there's some rapid movement. All right, so we're gonna see what wants to come out here. I do feel like delays are behind you, at least for this season, right? Life is life. Life comes lifing at us, but I do feel like something's about to move forward in a positive way. We have dishonesty. We have the mask here. Someone takes the mask off. It could be a masculine energy because there's a masculine there, and then we have a main character. So you might be hearing from someone who wants to be just truthful. And this is what I felt like. Literally the road or the path was opening up. You see prison, there's something. Prison causes stagnancy, all right? Someone could literally have been, been locked in, okay, locked up. But it's like a prison is, we can't move, right? We're under restrictions. We can't do anything. And then boom, the road just opens up. And that's what I felt like. That's what I literally just channeled. So thank you, Spirit, for giving me that confirmation. I do feel like that is what it is. I'm being guided to pull from these cards. I didn't have them picked, but I just glanced at them. I glanced at another deck, and then I went back to them, and I feel like something wants to come out of this deck. So what do you want to show Aquarius here? What do you want to show Aquarius? I can even smell like the fresh grass coming through, I guess, the AC here, and it smells, I don't know. I love the smell of fresh cut grass. I don't know if you do. Our grass is barely green. It's kind of burnt. Dispelling an illusion. It's a trick. Okay, so when we see beyond the wall, right? Imagine this wall as the trick. It's the rabbit. All right. We don't know what's beyond the wall until we look outside of it. We don't know what's beyond the box until we look outside of it. In this case, the rabbit is looking outside the hat. It's the magician. That is also, we might see the Magician card come out. But this is an illusion. So there's definitely something about something gets exposed. Something is seen that wasn't seen. All right. And then the path is open. It's just very clear. It's very obvious which way to go. We have healing frequency. I like this. It says maintain your vibration high. It would be high. Generate positive emotion, shifting eternally. I did a whole video on that yesterday about timeline shift, and that's just basically stay positive. Even if you don't feel positive, try to go find that positivity within you somewhere, okay? Because look how beautiful this path is. You see, this is restriction lifted and the path is open. Very clear here. Very clear. Restrictions lifted and the path is open. If anybody was stuck while traveling, because I know there was somebody that I watch, and she was in Sri Lanka and they were stuck there. So there might be, there might be something that opens up so that people can even travel, all right, at least to get home, people who are sort of stuck in other countries and things like that. So that's another thing. If I see the Emperor come out, but dishonesty, I feel like I should literally, we got King of Swords in the reverse. That is dishonesty in the reverse. So maybe someone's been dishonest with you or vice versa, but that literally is like that card, all right? Tell me about dishonesty. Four of Swords in the reverse. So this is like moving on after this. Ten of Wands might be literally moving, okay? It's in the reverse. You have a new beginning, which has been coming out, but I feel like even more important than a new beginning is the desire, okay? It's the desire to move forward, all right? I don't feel you're going to be stuck. I feel like you're going to see the clear path. I want to put that up there. I want you to see the clear path ahead, Aquarius. That is my dream for you. When I think of Aquarius, and when I think of the world, but when I think of you, I'm thinking of your path is open. Your mind is clear. You know which way to go. And I think of the whole world as being abundant. And I think of the whole world as being lush green and beautiful. So I feel the path is open. Roadblocks are removed. Restrictions are removed. It keeps going to this dishonesty card. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. But it's karmic energy. And then we have Ten of Pentacles. You're going to know which way to go, Aquarius. You're going to know which way to go from this point on, I feel. Or like I said, at least this season. This is a Ten of Pentacles. And this is what's behind you. What's behind you is this decision or this restriction. You know exactly which way to go. You see clearly. There's no illusion, right? You can see that. You can see clearly. You can see clearly now the illusion is gone. So Eight of Pentacles, it looks like you have, when you see this, okay, it looks like you're focused on something in particular, a goal. You're like, okay, I can see beyond this illusion. I'm not stuck in thought. Now I'm going toward this, whatever this is. The Eight of Pentacles can be work. It's whatever you're focused on, though. It doesn't have to be money. Eight of Pentacles is like, it's your goal. I'm working on this. This is what I'm working toward, and I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to put all these other pentacles aside for a moment, and I'm going to focus right on this. Because focusing on this has a lot to do with my future. So this is like you being focused on your future, not being focused on some sort of literal karmic energy or possibly a fire sign. And here's the Magician in the reverse, and it's next to the Page of Wands reverse, you know. You really don't see the illusion, and no one's going to be able to feed you the illusion either. And it's like onset how this comes. You realize something in your life wasn't as concrete as you thought possibly. Ten of Swords right there. You see the Four of Cups? The Four of Cups talks about comfort. We're comfortable so we don't move. But the Four of Cups is also like, but you need to see this right here, Aquarius, because here's 10 swords in your back that you don't see. But now you see those 10 swords. And if you don't see them, you'll recognize them when they come from other people. You'll be like, I'm not going down that path. That's a path of restriction. That's a path that's going to get me stuck. So I really like this for you because your discernment is off the chart right now. It is off the chart. Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Cups in the reverse can talk about, you know, staying where you're at, which that's the Four of Cups. I'm comfy. Let me stay where I'm at. But this is saying, but wait, Aquarius, you don't see this 10 of Swords right here. We're trying to show you, your spirit team's trying to show you these 10 swords. So this is where you're going to be like, okay, maybe let me return to my original goal. Let me return to this thing that I was working on. My original plan. Let me get back on my original plan now. Because you realize this, whatever this is, roadblock, restriction can keep you stuck. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. That talks about, it can talk about money, but it can talk about joining together with someone. I'm going to need to clarify that. And we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That can talk about money. It might be like, let me go focus back on my money. Let me go focus. Let me get back on track. Let me remove these restrictions. Okay, let me see beyond the veil. Because let me tell you something, Aquarius. And I'm going to say this because I know some of you are don't have a place to stay. All right. And I'm noticing a lot of people don't have a place to stay. It's, you know, it used to be if you didn't have a place to stay, something was wrong with you, you know. You were on drugs, you were on alcoholism or something like that. And that's why, you know, people get without a place to stay. But it is not like that no more. The pay rate is not going up as fast as everything else is. And people legit can't afford to live. They cannot afford to be on their own. They can't afford car payment or car insurance and rent and food. And, you know, I saw a homeless lady with her cat. She had a job and everything. She was in her car. Her cat was with her. It was so sad. I've seen homeless people, a homeless family with a small child in the car. They're living there. You know, people were staying in storage units. People aren't even doing that anymore because I have a storage unit. I used to notice people were there, but they've got cameras everywhere. Like, people are homeless for new reasons. And it's the money situation. And people have lost their homes because of storms. People have, you know, lost family members. They were living with family. I mean, it's not the story that I was given as a kid when people were homeless. That is, you know, I had to go through that. I understand what it is. I went through it with my dad as a kid. This is you seeing your way through, Aquarius. You seeing your way through. Something just clicks, becomes very clear, and it's a path. It's an open path, and you're like, I'm taking it. Like I say, for some, maybe you know, I don't see travel cards, but for some, you know, travel restrictions, because some people are caught. They're caught and they can't come back home because of what's going on. But the Three of Cups is how we're ending off, and that is a reason to celebrate after all this damn time. After all this time, it's aligning with the right people. It's a reason to celebrate. Getting away from karmic situations or people that can even keep you in these sort of states of mind or being, states of being. If you're having money issues, if you're having issues where people are stabbing you in the back but you're unaware of it, you know, just clench your heart and imagine that you are just so abundant and you have these really great people around you and that you have plenty of money to buy what you need, okay, or what you want. And imagine that you have good friends around you, okay, and feel it in your heart. Feel so lucky, okay. And if you can do that just once a day, every day, if you can do it just once a day and really feel it, really mean it for yourself, watch the people that start to change and fall to the wayside, because it's like path will open up. You'll no longer see a blockage. You'll no longer feel stuck. You'll be like, hey, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it's momentum. And then that becomes its own machine. And it just takes a little bit of that stuff happening and you get your confidence back. And there it is. There's the money. There's the King of Pentacles. Or a person. Okay? Or a person. But now if there's somebody thinking about you, because lately in your readings for like a year now, yeah, somebody's thinking about you, watching you. But I do see, if you don't have a home, there's a home right there. Look at that. Tower in the reverse. I don't have a home because the tower happened to me. You know, my son's home caught on fire. If he didn't have me to live with, he would have been homeless. If I was not on this earth and he couldn't come be here, he would be that way. And because he lost his home. Your home is coming. If you want a person, they're coming. If you want money, it's coming. I do want to... Why did I do the dishonesty card? I can't remember, so I'm going to do it again. Three of Cups. King of Swords. It just keeps coming out as a lie. Either someone's been lying to you, keeping a secret, or vice versa. But it's talking about that. You're going to see beyond this. And you're going to see the path. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Swords reverse, and the strength is here. Once you see, you cannot unsee. Once you see the truth, once you see where the pitfalls are, once you see where the sabotaging is at, you can't unsee it. And there's this strength here. But if there's somebody who wants to tell you something and it has to do with, you know, how they feel, they're about ready to stop hiding, because Seven of Swords is going unnoticed, undetected. So if someone is hiding their feelings, because we have somebody watching here, this person's about ready to stop hiding their feelings, which that happened. That reading came out on Aquarius by Aquarius. But we have the Emperor here in the reverse. And for some of you, it's finding out something that's been keeping you stuck. Maybe it's someone you were living with. Maybe someone you were married to. Maybe somebody you were working for. You're working for somebody and you're like, man, you've been keeping my commission. You've been having me do 2 jobs and paying me for 1. That happens a lot in management. Oh yeah, that happens a lot. They won't want to give you that salary pay, so they'll have you do like GM type of work and pay you manager pay. That is big time in the workplace. And it's like, you see the way and you're like, you know what? I have all of this information. I have all of this knowledge. I have all of this ability. And you realize nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me. I got my way clear. My path is clear. And this Queen of Wands keeps coming in the reverse. And that's very karmic energy, but it could literally be a fire sign that's getting dropped because of a Ten of Swords. Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles. This is very intense focus. Everything else can be on the back burner right now. I need to focus on this. I need to focus on my home. I need to focus on my money. I need to focus on this. The other stuff can wait. Two of Swords. You know, this is what's been keeping you at a crossroads, at a stalemate or whatever. Unless it's another person coming to you. Then their road is open to you too, and whatever. They're not stuck. It's very clear. You find the way through, and you realize you had everything that you needed all along. A lot of you just had some sort of, if you didn't have a confidence issue, you had a person who was holding you back or holding you down, or a situation holding you back or holding you down. Because this in the reverse can be that as well. Lack of confidence or karmic energy that was involved. Tell me about that Four of Cups. There's recognition here. Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be, you know, that with that Four of Cups, it's like sometimes we get too busy with life, or our mind is, you know, we have stress or whatever on our mind. And sometimes because of that, we're very, you know, we only see what our eyes see, because so much is going on around us, and we just have to sort of be engaged in what's happening, what our eyes can see, that we don't see what's going on behind our back. And that's kind of what's going on here. You've been busy seeing with your eyes, okay, trying to find your way or work on something, but Spirit's trying to get you to see something that's going on behind your back or behind the scenes. And once you realize that, you break away from it. The Lovers is in the reverse. Gemini energy is in the reverse. It's Mercury energy. And it's like, once you realize this, okay, let me just cut away from that, because that's hurting me. That's not helping my path. That's actually sabotaging. Let me cut out. And the Nine of Cups is in the reverse. There's a lot of reversal cards here. You pull your energy back is what I see. You pull your energy or your resources or your time, because the Six of Pentacles in the upright, it's like, I give my time and my energy where I want. Imagine like you're going to go shopping. I can go shop at this store or that store. You're in charge, right? Well, Six of Pentacles reverse. I'm pulling my energy back now that I see clearly. I'm not confused anymore. I see clearly. So now the energy goes back and you're cutting it off. And it's like, what you're going after is whatever is successful for you, okay? Which means what's going to work out for you. Success is different for everybody, all right? If you're trying to go to a place that you can afford rent, you're going to go to a place where you can afford rent. That's a Six of Wands, all right? You're going to go to a place where you can be successful. The path is clear. You understand you can't stay here no more. If it's work, I understand I'm maxed out. I'm not going to get no more raises. I understand they're not going to hire me. They're just going to, they're not going to, sorry, my phone was ringing. They're not going to, what is, you know, what am I trying to think of when, promote. They're not going to promote me. Let me go somewhere else. That's all the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is you pulling your time and energy back, focusing with that Eight of Pentacles where it's going to benefit you most. You're going to direct your energy like a laser beam on what's going to bring you the most success in your life right now, what you need right now, this season of your life right now. And you're going to put everything else to the side and focus on that. And that's really what this is saying. Because it seems like it has something to do with money or stability, maybe love. Some of you, you might find out, you know, damn, there's, you know, there's too many people involved here. I need to, you know, I'm not going to be anyone's competition. 501s can be competition. You'd be like, I'm not going to be nobody's competition. I'm out. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I'm out. Whatever this is, you pull your energy back and you focus on something else. And the 7 of Cups is in the reverse for this 9 of Pentacles reverse. It's very clear where you want to align with. Again, I've already said it. If it's another person coming towards you, it's very clear to them and they're coming towards you. They don't have any blocks. But now I'm talking about you because you already know if it's someone else, they're coming. They're not seeing the illusion. They're not confused. All right. Tell me about that King of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords. It's very clear. I mean, the cards are repeating, so I'm glad we're to the end of the reading, because when they repeat themselves, you guys get mad at me for repeating myself. But the cards are like saying, look, Aquarius, it's going to be, or it already is, so clear, the path. And the path is open for you. And you are supported on this path. The main thing was that Spirit just wanted you to see what was going on behind your back. Spirit just wanted you to know what you didn't see. Spirit just wanted you to see what you didn't see. That's all. Because once you see, you cannot unsee. And it's very clear. Tell me about that 3 of Cups. Reason to celebrate, possibly. You know, if you're going through an ending, and I know some of you have went through an ending, okay? Whether it's an ending of a home or ending of a relationship. You're going to look back and you're going to realize how your life became better after the ending. Even though the endings feel like 10 of Swords, because the endings are like, oh, I don't want to go through this shit. That's what endings are like. They're like, I ain't got time for this. But you're going to look back one day and realize how something that's ending in your life currently in this time frame, how it really was bringing justice into your life. It was really bringing justice into your life. Really it was. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to look back at this day. Literally, someone's kicked back here looking at the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is what's coming up in your life right now. There's something you don't see. But you are seeing it in this time frame. This is the time, the era of your life. You're going to see why all of this change had to occur. And it has a lot to do with Pluto being in your sign. And if you had to be alone, you're going to understand why you had to be alone. Because you're going to look back on this and you're going to celebrate, because you're going to have better people around you. Yeah. Definitely at least one higher level connection with the Hierophant here. Okay. You're aligning with something beautiful, and something ugly is ending. Simple as that. Like I said, if it's another person coming towards you, then it's like that for them. They're going to be looking back at their life, that all of this had to happen, even though they were confused. But I really feel like it's you, because Pluto, there's Pluto here, and Pluto is in your sign, Aquarius. Let's close out. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah. Deeper insights are at hand. It's literally seeing beyond the illusion here. Deeper insights are at hand. And it's, we have number 8. You could be seeing 888, but that's abundance. That's also as above, so below. That's also that infinity connection right? And it says your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. And that's true. I see that you are working on something, or you will be, because like I say, this is this time of your life, this era of your life. And you'll look back and you're going to understand why things were cloudy or foggy and stagnant. And it's like part of your evolution. That's all I can say. Anyway, you have the success here. And that's what I want you to see. You have whatever this is that you've been thinking about, work on it. Even if it's a return to something, work on it. Because it seems like that's where your future is at, and that's where it's going to grow for you. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.